You see Handkäs and Karak, two contrasts. German guy in Qatar, two contrasts. It's about everything and nothing.
How did you go? Like in Germany, you have the best universities in the world. Like statistically, it's the one you have one of the best.
Okay.
So if there is like more than 4 million students in Germany, it's not from nothing. Like
Yeah.
it's because there is the best of the best. So how did you go? Like consider going from Germany to Scotland to study, and you have the opportunity to study in your hometown.
One, the golf courses in Scotland are much better than they are in Germany.
I can understand that at that age you don't have like you don't have rationality.
Yes,
You do whatever you want.
the main reason
It will happen.
the main reason to the opportunity to play in St Andrews for a year for almost no money is just once in a lifetime. No, but jokes aside, I think I needed a challenge that is outside of my comfort zone. Speaking German, studying in German, working in German, I've all done that. But I kind of felt that if I don't leave my comfort zone, being in Germany, things like improving your English language, it's not gonna happen. If you
How it was your English language before moving to Scotland?
even worse than now.
How much?
even worse.
Because Scotland they have their own accents. It's not easy to understand.
True, but I think maybe that is exactly why my English got a little bit better, because you need to really focus. You need to understand the language on a deeper level, maybe, because especially it's not only a Scottish accent that you're dealing with at university. You have people from South America, from Asia, from Europe, from everywhere, from Africa, and they all speak some sort of accent, right? From Germany, by the way. So you need to adapt your hearing to different kinds of English, and I think that is what helped me as well. Figuring out my way and learning the language a bit better. But like I said, this was the reason I think I needed a new challenge. I knew that if I want to progress in my career in any sort of way, at least one more language needs to be added. And then St Andrews is by now, I believe, number 1 or 2 in the UK after Cambridge. We were at the time number 3, I believe, behind Oxford and Cambridge. Now we passed Oxford, if I'm right at this time, and we are now number 1 or number 2 in the UK. So it's still a very reputed university.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And then now I'm wondering about your moves. Like now you explained. I get your point that you want to go out from your comfort zone, moving from Germany to Scotland.
Yeah.
But with that, you have a great opportunity. Like no one can miss an opportunity to study into Harvard or Oxford.
Yeah.
So now, consider moving from Germany or Scotland to Qatar. Two complete different weathers, two complete different peoples.
Yeah.
You don't have, I don't know if you have any idea about the market or not, how people are acting in the market.
Yeah.
How the relationships with people in market, businessmen, I don't know, investors, to open a market, open a business.
Honestly speaking, no.
You weren't afraid of that?
Not afraid? No, I'm not afraid of that. I didn't have any knowledge coming into Qatar about the local market, right? I have.
That doesn't make you feel insecure a little bit?
No.
In somehow?
No, because see, if you've worked before for a big company, I had also like a small sort of startup, small business myself before that. You go into St. Andrews, you figure this out, you like there's a confidence building in figuring things out.
Okay.
That is just, that makes it hard to be afraid of, let's say, such a trivial thing as knowing the market or not knowing the market. There's no real danger, is there, right? So there's no danger to life, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Like, what's the worst case scenario? You try it, you fail, 2 weeks later you sit back in Germany.
What we can be afraid of is not that we try and we fail, but the impact later on.
Impact
Because
on?
after failure, like moving from one country to another,
Yeah.
how impactful that is on your life.
I see what you mean, but for me,
Even in your character, maybe.
yeah, I agree, but like I don't see failure as something negative, never. Moving somewhere, trying something new, that's not something negative, never, no matter how it works out. If you win or you lose, the move by itself is positive for me. See, if I go back way further, at the age of 10, I left for the first time, let's say, my hometown where I was born, where I went to school. I moved, let's say, 100 kilometers north of that because of the divorce of my parents. So you go from like a friend circle that you have. Okay, at the age of 10, still something else. You go into a new city, you start from zero.
Yeah.
New friends, new.
At that age, I don't think it's easy.
I mean, you play, like at the time I played football, you're in different clubs, you find people.
Yeah,
but
you can be easily bullied by
of course,
yeah.
of course. But see, building a new friend circle, new network.
Yeah.
Then 10 years or 8, 9 years later, you move into university for the first time. At the time it was Berlin, new city, new people around, you start from zero again.
Culture.
Then I moved to Hamburg, same thing. Then moved to Scotland, same thing. So
you moved from Frankfurt to
close to Frankfurt. It's called a small city called Gelnhausen. I moved to Gießen, another slightly bigger city close to Frankfurt. Berlin, Hamburg, Scotland, Qatar. So every time you start.
So you develop an adaptation to situations, let's say.
Yeah, you always need to adapt somehow. I must say, from early age, really moving to Hamburg, I had my wife with me. At the time, girlfriend, then fiance, and now my wife. So we've done many things together, which I think helped.
Yeah.
Right. It's you're not completely alone. You try things together. Her mindset to be up for all of these changes was also amazing.
Okay.
She could have said, I want to stay here. I'm not moving. It's not for me, because we always move for me. So yeah, but that helped, and you develop a confidence in yourself that you say you will be fine. Like you will be fine somehow.
Okay.
Moving into Qatar, you will also be fine. Don't forget, we've been here 24 hours in 2016.
Yeah.
Before moving to Qatar. So
exactly, that's what
we almost knew the country.
You didn't even taste the real weather of Qatar.
No,
you
true.
came in December. In December it's normal weather.
True.
But
No.
you didn't taste 50 degrees weather or
No, we didn't.
70%, 80% humidity.
No, we didn't.
You can't even breathe.
At the time, we didn't. Coming then in September, though, we touched down in September, we still felt the humidity in 2017. So, no, back to your question. No, I didn't have any experience coming into Qatar. What helped tremendously was Mohammed, being close to him, understanding culture, understanding business here, understanding the market, being close to the family itself, meaning brothers, cousins, friends. You hear a lot. If you're willing to immerse yourself, into a new culture, into new ways of doing things, they're welcoming. Like, they will tell you, they will, in the nicest way onboard you.
Okay.
And if you're open to it, you get to learn lots of different things, which I think helped now after 4.5 years being still here, and running the business.
Now I'm wondering, if you didn't know Muhammad and you came here,
Yeah.
it was. Do you think it will be the same thing?
100% not. No.
So
I think not knowing Muhammad, Qatar or the Middle East maybe would have never appeared like for me, like to come here to visit maybe, but to work and to live here, likely not. And I feel very lucky that we met, that the opportunity was there, but I don't think it's even close coming here without knowing anyone or without any sort of connection to a local or to someone who's been here his whole life. I think the experience is completely different, unfortunately, but I think it's different.
And for that you will feel insecure if you don't know anyone here. Like, you let's say you have the idea of project to open in Qatar.
Yeah.
For example, there is common event, World Cup, for example.
Yeah.
You consider that and you want to do something before World Cup. So you came here 4 years ago without knowing anybody, without knowing the market.
Yeah.
And you invest money on that for your living, for your project or whatever. So do you think, like, if you have these conditions, you will feel insecure at that time?
I think there's a higher likelihood of feeling less supported. I don't know so much about insecure, or if you feel, I don't know. I didn't live this way, right? I only had the real life experience of my way.
To rephrase it, let's say it's kind of gambling on Qatar.
Yeah.
If you came on those conditions.
I think there is still an element, even like knowing someone, I think there is still an element of some sort of gamble, right? Coming here. Because yes, you know someone, you know the network, you're unbelievably welcomed. It's like family. It feels like an extension to my own family. And still there can be issues that you cannot predict, that mean you need to go back or you need to do something else, or right, this is always there. I think if you don't have the initial network, the support system, maybe the chances are higher that you face gambles that are out of your control.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And for that I'm super grateful. This is something that we could have not had otherwise. But still, if you're here just to try, just to give it a chance, I still think it's something positive. It's about everything and nothing.